What's up, y'all? I'm about to do a story time. It's gonna get kind of deep, but that house behind me, where that tree's at, is one of my childhood homes. In 1996, I had a lot of things happen. I was 6 years old, and it was like the universe just packed a whole bunch of stuff into that 1 year for me. This is like a 2-in-1 though, story time. The house right next door, there was a family that lived there, and we knew them. We were close with them. It was 3 sisters, a brother, the mom, and a stepdad. I'm not going to put their names out of there just so I could try to help hide their anonymity, because some people do know who they are. So my mom and my pops used to like to go out on the weekends, and I hated it. Like, I would cry and damn near try to chase her out the house, but she had them take turns babysitting me, and she would pay them good, and they liked it just so they could have some money in their pocket. And I'm not talking shit about my mom. I don't resent it for her or nothing like that. Once I got older, I understood. They both worked all through the week. They wanted to hang out on Friday and Saturday. It is what it is. One thing I will say, though, to add to that, is I could still smell my mom's perfume on nights when I would try to grab her and tell her don't go, and I'd be crying, and she'd say I'll be home in a couple hours. I still got that weird smell in my nose, and it was like a real strong perfume. It's crazy how your brain remembers things like that. Okay, so anyways, I would get a different experience with each one of them. They were all at least teenagers, all the way up to maybe, like, I want to say the boy was 16 or 17, because he did drive me somewhere before, so I remember he had a car, because we went to the movie theaters. I'll get into that at the end. Well, I had one of the sisters was real strict how she watched me. Another one was real laid back, didn't care. The brother, he brought his Sega. We would hang out. He'd let me, like, say things I shouldn't, watch things I shouldn't, and then he would pay me with, like, McDonald's and stuff to not say shit if he had females come over. It was cool. I actually looked up to him. He actually ended up becoming, well, he got unalived some years later, so R.I.P. to him. But I looked up to him when I was young, even as that young of a kid. So anyways, the fourth sibling that I didn't mention was because I saved this for last. We had some shit going on. Now, I don't know exactly what she had going on in her life, like maybe something caused her to do this, that she had something going on. But this was my first experience with the S word. I don't even know if I could say it on here. So some things started going on, and this wasn't like, no, oh my God, I hate this. This was like, as me being a kid, I actually enjoyed it. And, it was wild that I would become, like, alert, and it was like I would get the feeling and everything, but nothing would happen, come out, whatever. So I know that's kind of crazy. I'm trying to figure out how to word this, is what it is. But yeah, so this is going on for a while. And pretty much it was to the point where she would watch me, and then my mom would say, like, all right, love you, bye, get in the car and leave. And sometimes she would wear, like, a skirt or something else, and before she would even get real far down the road, she'd be like, lay down right here. And I already knew what it was. My heart would start pumping and shit, because I knew that if me and her was alone, it was a huge chance we was going to do that thing again. So fast forward, I could spare a lot of the details. Just know there really wasn't nothing we didn't do. Pretty much, I was introduced to everything that there is possible to do. And we would even go on walks sometimes. She'd stop by and be like, hey, I want to go for a walk and with him. And I would be like, yeah, put my shoes on and go. Well, so fast forward, some things end up happening where one time we did what we did, but my mom and her mom was in the house, so we had to limit what we did, okay? And because of that, we had our clothes on, which caused a lot of friction, which then put me in a little bit of pain and had some swelling going on. So I'm actually sitting in the bathtub. I remember this like it was yesterday. And my pops is in there shaving. And he heard me saying, ow, ow, ow. And he kept saying, boy, why you in there saying ow? And I said, and I said it. I used the word that the kid would use, you know what I mean? And he goes, well, what's wrong with it? And he tried looking in. And he goes, Renee, yelled for my mom. He's like, get up here. Well, the reason why is because it was like double the size it should have been, and it was like purple because it it wasn't pretty much it wasn't used to what went on with the friction and everything. It was hurting me, and you could just tell that it was used. Pretty much is the best way to put it. So she starts freaking out, and then eventually gets me to start crying, and I guess it all just came out right there. And she puts two and two together that another time we was in my room playing Sega, and she had took her bra off, and we had did some things, and when she heard my mom coming up, she threw it in the closet. But because of that, when she come in, she goes, "Hey, it's a school night. He got to get up early. You got to go." So she made her leave, and because of that, though, she couldn't grab it. So either that day or the next day, my mom found it and was like, "What the hell is this?" But I covered for her. I didn't tell her nothing. I just played it off. So at this point in the bathroom, my mom put everything together and realized it. She went over there. She made a big deal with her mom there. She like freaked out on her in the house and was yelling at her and shit. I don't really remember how a lot of that went because I was in like a zoned out haze in my own mind. But I do remember she went over there making a big deal and confronting her. So as time goes on, I get counseling and shit. They're teaching me that that's not normal for me to know about that. It got to the point, y'all, where 6, 7, 8, 9, all them years, I would do it on my own. Like, I don't know if that's normal for all kids. I think that happens when you're 11, 12, 13. You hit puberty. Not me. I was a young kid knowing how that felt and that part could be used for that. So I started doing it on my own. And I know what I just talked about was pretty random, fucking deep, off the wall, whatever the word you want to use. Might be even kind of cringy to people. I don't know. But this is my truth. This happened. It's a part of my childhood, a part of my life. I told y'all I wasn't going to have no filter. I'm going to keep it real. This is me doing that. So the reason why I said a whole bunch of things happened that year, the brother who lived there, right? He had some people who, he had as his homies and shit. And there was this black dude. And I don't really know details on it, but he had some shit going on where he had the cops looking at him because he was hustling and making money around here on the east. This is the far east side, the edge of the north side, the north end, Chestnut Street. And you got like Porter and Fairfield, Olive, and all that's like right on the other side of the block of this. Mind you, this is the middle 90s. Motherfuckers are running around wearing Oakland Raiders starter jackets, and they're on some bullshit, getting busy and doing the same shit they're doing now, but way different back then. It's the payphone days with no cameras. Crazy shit. So, long story short, I gotta hurry this up. The cops was chasing dude, and because he thought he was going in their house, he kicked our door in. Well, when he kicked our door in, my pops thought I was banging on the door, but I wasn't. And he's like, "What are you doing? Quit banging on the door." On like the third or fourth time, it come off the hinges. I'm holding a plate of food. We just got done renting Goodfellas on pay-per-view and was about to sit down and watch it. Now I'm staring at this big, tall, black dude bugged out of his mind. He runs up the steps. My mom grabs me and throws me in the garbage can. And she was pregnant with my brother. And she's sitting on me in the garbage can freaking out. Two dudes in plain clothes come running in. And they chase dude, I meant to say. And my mom and them are like, he went upstairs. We don't even know they're cops, but they got guns drawn. My pops hears him on the roof, so he goes out the back door and tackles dude because he knew that they were going to miss him. They're going to go upstairs. He's on the roof. So he chased them, tackled them. They're out there wrestling, fighting. Cops surround him, take credit for it, and dude got 10 years in prison. And he actually took one of my toy knives that was a flip-out comb knife that looked like a switchblade. They said he was so cracked out of his mind that he thought it was a real weapon. So, yeah, I had to hurry that up towards the end there. I got like 40 seconds. But those two things happened in 1 year, 1996. So from 6 years old, I learned real quick that the world has a different side to it. I had trauma from it. I have night terrors. I still to this day am very paranoid. You'll see me lock doors randomly. Monique will be like, "Babe, the door's locked." And then combine that with going to the penitentiary. I got 3 videos on here from night terrors of my security cameras. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 if you want to go see them. Number 2 is pinned on here. The other ones, you would have to find them. Stay safe, stay free, stay blessed.